Hello, you're kicking off the Monday's edition of QPVN English News Bulletin. You're with Melinchi and it comes headlines. General Phan Văn Giang offers flowers statue of President Ho Chi Minh in Moscow. Coast Guard reason to actively coordinate in search and rescue at sea. FDI enterprises expand production in Vietnam. During the business trip to Russia on August 11th, General Phan Văn Giang, Minister of National Defense, led wreaths at the statue of President Ho Chi Minh in Moscow. General Giang offered flowers at the statue of President Ho Chi Minh in Moscow. They observed a moment of silence to commemorate President Ho Chi Minh, expressing their gratitude to him. President Ho Chi Minh was the one who laid the foundation for the traditional relationship between Vietnam and Russia. The 5-meter-high statue of President Ho Chi Minh is made of bronze and placed on a 6-meter-long solid bronze pedestal. The front of the monument is engraved with the words, "Nothing is more precious than independence and freedom," in Russian. The statue in Moscow is one of the 6 statues of President Ho Chi Minh located abroad, including Russia, Cuba, Hungary, France, India, and Madagascar. It was completed on May 13, 1990, on the 100th birth anniversary of President Ho Chi Minh. Vietnamese in Russia often gather here on holidays, festivals, or other special occasions. They also regularly come to lay wreaths in front of the statue of President Ho Chi Minh. Minister Phan Văn Giang also visited the building where President Ho Chi Minh once worked in Moscow from 1923 to 1924. That was such an important period to not only the revolutionary life of Nguyễn Ái Quốc himself, but also to the national liberation movement in Vietnam. Warmly welcoming the mission of the Ministry of National Defense of Vietnam, Vietnamese ambassador to Russia Đặng Minh Khôi briefed on the socio-economic situation of Russia and the lives of overseas Vietnamese here, as well as the results of mission performance of the embassy staff in recent times. During the meeting, General Phan Văn Giang expressed his happiness at being at the Vietnamese embassy in Russia and acknowledged the embassy's valuable efforts in advancing the friendship between Vietnam and Russia. Additionally, he expressed gratitude to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs' attention to detail and close coordination in general and the Vietnamese embassy's presence in Russia in particular, especially the ambassador's involvement in strengthening and advancing bilateral defense cooperation. General Phan Văn Giang stressed that the Vietnam-Russia defense cooperation is still being implemented effectively in the spirit of trust, practicality, efficiency, and comprehensiveness in all significant areas, including political and military cooperation, training, military technology, delegation exchanges, especially high-level delegations, military cooperation within the framework of the Vietnam-Russia Tropical Center, coordination in international multilateral activities, and participation in defense-related multilateral mechanisms and forums. General Phan Văn Giang hoped to continue to receive support and assistance from the embassy, as well as from the ambassador himself, in further strengthening and consolidating the Vietnam-Russia defense cooperation in a deeper, more effective, and substantive manner, thereby contributing more to the overall traditional friendship and comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries. The minister also asked the ambassador to facilitate the Defense Attaché Office to effectively perform its assignments, further promoting its role as a bridge between the two countries' ministries of defense. General Phan Văn Giang believes that the staff of the Vietnamese embassy in Russia will foster a spirit of unity to complete the task entrusted by the party and state, thereby further promoting the relationship between the two countries. While the northern provinces are experiencing heavy rainfall, central provinces are also actively preparing to respond to potential flooding. Stationed in areas prone to severe weather, high risk of natural disasters and landslides, officers and soldiers of military Region 4 in Quảng Trị province have been effectively preparing and implementing combat readiness plans to promptly and efficiently respond to any situation. As the key force responsible for disaster prevention and control, search and rescue operations across the 3 provinces of Quảng Trị, Quảng Bình, and Thừa Thiên Huế, Regiment 19 under Division 968 has been rigorously and thoroughly practicing operations plans. This ongoing training ensures that their preparedness plans are constantly reviewed, adjusted, and supplemented with accessory equipment and materials. The Chains of Command Division 968 and Defense Economic Unit 337 have placed significant emphasis on raising awareness among officers, soldiers, and local authorities and residents about the importance of vigilance during the rainy season and the risks of landslides. They are particularly focused on coordinating and reviewing disaster response plans, ensuring the effectiveness implementation of the four on-the-spot principle to protect the lives and property of the people. Coast Guard Region 2 and the Maritime Search and Rescue Coordination Center Region 2 have just held a preliminary review of the 2 years implementing the regulations on coordination of search and rescue activities at sea. Over the past 2 years, in addition to the regular information sharing mechanism and excited information about search and rescue incidents in the waters managed by Coast Guard Region 2 and the Maritime Search and Rescue Coordination Center Region 2 have all been promptly notified, coordinated, and handled by the two sides. Since the coordination regulations were issued, the two units have exchanged information on 148 cases, including 3 joint search and rescue sections. The two units have also coordinated well in providing search and rescue information to news agencies and the press, ensuring timeliness, objectivity, and accuracy, helping disseminate the humane policies and guidelines of the party and state, and affirming national maritime sovereignty and fulfilling obligations as a member of the 1982 UNCLOS. The two units agreed to continue to implement the coordination regulations seriously, effectively, and closely, following the characteristics and situation of the task in the coming term. In Ho Chi Minh City, the Liaison Committee of the Southern Military Postal Service held a meeting on August the 11th to celebrate the 79th anniversary of the Military Postal Service Foundation Day, August the 13th, 1945-2024. At the meeting, the service officers, employees, and soldiers for all periods recalled the heroic days that made the glorious tradition of the Military Postal Service, with its being loyal, courteous, agile, determined to overcome all difficulties and hardships, and united to maintain the bloodline of information transmission. In peacetime, the Military Postal Service soldiers still maintain the qualities of Anglo soldiers, especially in supporting and networking with each other, both at work and daily life. Coming up next, FDI enterprises expand production in Vietnam. Lai Châu province a place of cultural conversion. Vietnam earned $4.29 billion from exporting textile and garment products in July, up 12.4% from the same period last year. That is also the first month of the year the sector's exports have exceeded the $4 billion mark, the highest figure within the past 3 years. Currently, Vietnam exports textile and garment products to 113 countries and territories. The main export markets for Vietnam's textile and garment industry are the US, the EU, Japan, and the Republic of Korea and China. Although Vietnam's textile and garment export results are positive, experts believe that the global economic situation is undergoing significant movements which could have an impact on export industries, especially the textile and garment industry. Therefore, domestic firms need timely information provided by the Vietnam trade offices in foreign markets. According to statistics, the capital generated by FDI projects in the first 6 months of this year was estimated at $10.84 billion, up 8.2% over the same period in 2023. That is the highest realized FDI capital of the first 6 months of this year in the past 5 years. Along with investing and growing factory scale, FDI firms intend to recruit and generate a large number of job opportunities for workers from now until the end of the year. This company, which manufactures and possesses electronic equipment and components, currently employs approximately 4,000 workers and is completely owned by Korean investors. To meet its partners' needs, the company is expanding its factory, increasing production capacity for electronic components and soft-printed circuit boards from 1,350 million to 1,600 million products annually. In 2024, the company continues to adjust its scale and increase its investment capital. Therefore, we intend to implement many attractive welfare policies to attract workers. The company is able to attract and stabilize staff this year by offering 5 to 12% annually salary increases, overtime, meals, and arranging employee care activities. Currently, the company has increased the salary by 5 to 12%, ensuring that our business remains competitive while being attractive to workers in the locality. The company faces challenges in hiring employees when they expand their operations and modify their financial resources. This company has only hired roughly 5% of its employees so far, compared to the target set at the beginning of the year. Our goal workforce for 2024 is 2,000 employees. However, we have already hired roughly 100 people so far, and relatively few of them stay with the company. According to experts, FDI is increasing rapidly in both newly registered and implemented capital, with around 360,000 job opportunities likely to be recreated. Many prospects for attracting investment come with job opportunities in many fields. Vietnam's chances of attracting FDI are bright. To manage such a result, Vietnam needs to strengthen its business environment, primarily develop talented human resources, particularly in the sector of semiconductor devices, and address the local labor shortage in some localities. According to the Ho Chi Minh City Department of Tourism, in the first 7 months of 2024, international arrivals to the city are estimated to reach more than 3 million, an increase of 30.3% over the same period in 2023, while domestic tourists to the city are estimated to reach more than 20 million. Total tourism revenue in the first 7 months of 2024, Ho Chi Minh City is estimated at some $4 million, an increase of 15.4% over the same period in 2023, reaching 67.5% of the year plan. In the coming time, the city will continue to develop smart tourism with a focus on building a tourism service database. Lai Châu, a mountainous province of northwestern Vietnam, is home to the unique cultures of 20 different ethnic groups, in which 4 have the populations of under 10,000 people. Each group has their own traditional cultural identity, passed down through generations, expressed in clothing, language, architecture, custom, folk knowledge, and especially in various forms of art like songs and dances. Today, let's explore Lai Châu, a place where the cultures of the northwestern converge. Approximately 20 kilometers from the center of Lai Châu city lies Ban Hon Commune in Tam Dinh District, a place often described by visitors as a charming and idyllic highland region. Here, the cultural heritage of the Reup people is meticulously preserved, serving as a living museum. One of the most striking aspects of Reup culture is their traditional clothing, handcrafted with care and skill by the women of the community. In nearly every Reup household, one can find the loom and the tools necessary for spinning and weaving fabric. For a Reup girl, proficiency in embroidery and weaving is the prerequisite for marriage, as is expected to sew garments for her family. Children by the age of 15 to 18 must learn to make clothing under the guidance of their parents. Where these clothes are not worn daily, they are essential during weddings and festivals. As one travels through the northwestern highlands, they will likely encounter thousands of water wheels along streams, but the most picturesque are found in Na Khương hamlet, Ban Bo Commune, Tam Dinh District, Lai Châu province. The fields of Na Khương are situated higher than the Nậm Mu stream, prompting the local Thai people to construct 35 water wheels to channel water from the stream for irrigation. These naturally powered water wheels have become a popular tourist attraction, offering visitors a chance to experience the serene and tranquil environment of the northwestern mountains. We've been preserving and promoting the cultural values of local ethnic communities, particularly in relation to the development of new rural areas. Our efforts are aimed at safeguarding traditional values while simultaneously implementing measures to enhance the quality of tourism. With its abundant tourism potential and a variety of captivating destinations, Lai Châu is pouring resources into tourism development, steadily positioning itself as the must-visit location in the northwestern region. It is the end of the latest news bulletin today. You'll watch the news again at QPVN.vn. Goodbye and see you next time.